Hey guys, we're just going to look at how can you use mx plus b, so right, y equals mx plus b. How can you use that to help you find this intercept, the y-intercept, if it's not directly given in a table, right? So to find the y-intercept, now I've already given you the slope for this situation, so we just want to find the y-intercept so we can complete the equation. So I set up a table. Big old gap between my x and my y. And then I'm going to put in numbers, right? So I'm going to choose values from my table, and it doesn't matter which values I choose. I could choose -10, -38. Any of these ordered pairs will work, right? So let's just go ahead and choose -1 and -11. -1 for x, -11 for y. Because remember, it means I can plug that in and all should be well. We're looking for the slope times the x value. Slope, we said, is 3. Times the x value is right here, times -1. So if I multiply 3 times -1, I'm at -3. Okay, so I've done this part. I need to find this now to get me to -11. I'm at -3. What do I need to get to -11? Well, I need to go -8 more. That would be my y-intercept, right? So then my equation would be y equals 3, slope, 3 times my x values minus 8 will give me my y value. Okay, and so that's how you use that to figure out your missing value. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, so we know the slope of this data is -1/2, right? So I'm going to set up. I'm going to give myself lots of room in between so I can do some work, right? I'm going to choose any values I want. Doesn't matter what. Let's go -2, 6. -2 is x, 6 is y. All right, so now I have to get from -2 to 6. Input gives me my output. So I use my slope is -1/2. Slope times x is right here, right? Times x. So -2 times -1/2 gives me +1. Negative times negative is positive. 2 times 1/2 is 1. All right. And now I need to figure out how much is left to get to 6. Well, 1 plus 5. So 5 would be my y-intercept. So my equation here would be y equals -1/2 x plus 5. Okay. Let's look at a couple more just to get the hang of this. Okay, so I found my slope was 3/5. And I'm going to use that to fill in the rest of my rule. Okay, so I set it up. I'm going to choose any point I want, Let's go 5, 4 this time. So here's 5, here's 4. I'm going to use my slope, because slope times x, so 3/5 times the x value, right? So 5 times 3/5, 5 times 3/5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Divided by 1 is 3. Okay, so I'm left with 3. And now I have to figure out, okay, I'm at 3. How do I get to 4? I add 1. That's my y-intercept. So my equation is y equals 3/5 x plus 1. All right, one more. Let's look at one more. Here we go. My slope is -5. All right, so we're going to have x, mx plus b. That's my rule to get me over to the output y. Okay. All right, we're going to choose any points we want. Let's go 1, -7. Oh no, I look for ones that are kind of friendly. That maybe won't be too scary, right? Okay, slope is -5. -5 times x is 1 equals -5. And now I have to figure out, okay, I'm at -5, but I need to be at -7. So -5 minus 2 gets me to -7. So my y-intercept is -2. which means my equation would be y equals slope, -5, times x, minus 2, my y-intercept. Okay, that's it.